Well, don't steal our bee stinks in the ball bag bit.
I'm not. I don't even know where to get bees or wasps.
And see, I kept it clean for regular radio. You see how smart I am?
That's right.
Because now all your listeners are like, bee stinks in the ball bag. I got to get XM satellite radio.
Look, by the way, Robert Kelly's going to be on this weekend because he's in town. Are you guys cool with that?
Yeah, we love Bob.
Well, Bob's coming in at 10 o'clock today, so...
Right, well, there you go.
I got Bill Burr in April. I just want to make sure everything's okay with you guys.
Do you want Patrice?
Yeah.
We'll trade you.
Yeah,
What?
no, we're gonna
Dude, how sexy are these?
I'm gay.
Don't worry about it. I am not at all turned on by YouTube.
Do you guys know what it's like to look through a paper and see pictures of chicks that you know getting naked?
Shut up.
What?
That you know.
Yeah, pictures of them. I know.
Now, you've sat next to Keira Knightley
Yeah.
on
Hung out with her.
on the Tonight Show, and you have a picture with Scarlett Johansson.
Sure.
Shut up.
What?
If there was an inkling that I thought either of those girls would have been interested in you any further than a snapshot, and that was a pain in the ass for them, I would be jealous.
Kira loved me. She was chatting with me on the commercial break.
Saying "get away, leave me alone" isn't chatting.
I consider it chatting. You want me to put what on your chest?
Well, the picture is ridiculous.
The picture is great. It's the most naked I've ever seen Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah.
And she's got a little pose on, which is kind of like "fuck me up the ass."
Yeah.
That's what that says. That pose
That's what it says?
says "fuck me up the ass."
But then again, any pose she's in says that, as far as I'm concerned.
As far as you're concerned. But no, see, you know why? She's laying on her belly. She's looking at you. And then her legs aren't together. One is kind of jutting out a bit.
And folded
And
back.
she's bent at the knee, so her foot is now touching the back of her other knee, which leaves it spread open enough. That's where I get the
She's
"fuck me up the ass" thing.
making the Fantastic Four logo with her legs.
I swear to you, this is jerk-off material in the New York Post. I never thought I'd see jacking material in the New York Post, aside from the old Ann Landers picture she used to have
Well, that's
for
in
a
the
column.
Sometimes she's funny.
Sexy.
I'll just laugh and jack. Only in New York, kids.
Only in New York.
Oh, they're going to get letters.
That is what her
Yeah,
leg
the
looks
letters are going to come in now.
I can't wait to read the letters on the show.
We will predict the future, that letters will be written, and we will read them on the show. About
I don't read the New York papers for smut.
Yeah.
We got some audio about the Vanity Fair picture. Check
I'm
this out.
canceling my subscription.
Okay.
Good morning.
What have you done? You got Scarlett Johansson,
Naked?
Keira Knightley, Angelina Jolie,
Yeah.
Stark. Naked.
Yes.
For these photos.
I did, although, I didn't get, a lot of women actually, a couple of men too, wanted to take their clothes off. It's funny, I have this reputation. I think people see me and they think, okay, well, I'm supposed to take my clothes off for this picture. But, these are such beautiful people, beautiful women, and who doesn't want to see a bit of them?
But these are women who don't do this in the movie. So what did you say to them? Did they walk in and you announced it there, or did you talk to
I think a lot of it's about trust. I think that
But how did you say it? Convince me.
well, I sort of...
Convince her to get naked?
Yeah.
Diane Sawyer? Oh, she's just turned 60 recently. Oh.
Convince me. Do you want that head blown off? Let's see your tits. No?
Convince me. Are you ready for this?
Okay.
Actually, I have to...
Actually, all right, hell froze over and people want to see it.
Why don't we say what he really wanted to say, because he stopped himself.
Actually, I have to sort of rub on your shoulder a little bit, Diane. But,
I'm not sorry.
we didn't have to we didn't have to convince them. And in today's world, everything is vetted through publicists, so they all knew way before they got
But you
to
must
the
have had
set.
some who
It's not what he
refused.
wanted to say.
He wanted to tell Diane she's too old.
Here's what he wa-
Actually, you're too old.
Yeah, well, I'm starting something called Diapers Monthly.
Yeah, because Diane Sawyer wants to compete with 21-year-old Scarlett and 20-year-old Keira.
Actually, you're 40 years over the age I was looking for.
Yeah.
You could add their ages together, not as old.
Do you have Dakota Fanning's number?
Actually, no, I don't think so.
Refused.
Yeah, but honestly, we had some who we wanted to put their clothes back on, too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But the ones who walked away, did you rein them back in? We heard that Rachel McAdams didn't want to do it.
She did want to do it, and then when she was on set, I think she felt uncomfortable, and I didn't want to make anybody feel uncomfortable. But the shot for the cover was 3 girls on a bed.
Initially.
And she didn't feel comfortable, and that was fine.
So now it's you and 2 girls.
Yes, it wasn't supposed to be. That was going to be my contributor's picture. But 2 girls in a bed means something a little different than 3 girls in a bed.
That's the guy, Tom Ford, who's on the picture with them?
Yeah.
Jesus, what a lucky bastard.
It's the new issue of Vanity Fair.
Lucky?
I don't think he's gay.
I guess there's a lot of nudity in the whole thing.
Kind of sound a little...
He doesn't sound gay to me.
I don't know his sexual preference, but he sounds effeminate.
Really?
His voice a little bit.
He's a smoocher.
You think so?
Yeah, I actually did one of these. I did a naked photo shoot.
Stop it.
I swear to God, you
did
can
not.
get it at Barnes
Bob
&
Kelly.
Noble. It's in a photo book. I'm in one. Bill Hayward.
Are you lying?
I swear to God, Bill Hayward.
Oh, no. You know, this'll show up now, probably before the end of the program today.
I'm not even kidding. Bill Hayward he's a photographer in New York. He did a big book of like
nudity or
artists. And I think Jay Mohr couldn't do it.
Yeah.
And so my agent is Jay Mohr's agent, so he sold them on me.
Naked.
And well, I didn't want to get naked because I was a little chunky at the time. So I met this stripper from the airport over in Long Island. I think it was somewhere over there.
Isn't that great? Long Island airport stripper.
And I had her come in. And he was going to get like a bunch of girls, but it all blew off. So there was supposed to be like her and 5 other girls. And they were just going to be surrounded by naked women.
Yeah.
And because I told him, I go, look, I'll never get an opportunity like this again. I just want a bunch of naked broads around me like I'm a god. And
But what was your pose supposed to be?
This is the deal. You get a white canvas, big, huge white thing of paper behind you.
Yeah.
He gives you a paintbrush.
Make it sound sexy. Here we go.
He gives you a paintbrush and a black paint, and you write whatever you want. You do whatever you want. Whatever you want.
Naked.
Well, yeah, he had William Dafoe came in.
Wait, you got to paint
No,
naked?
you don't have to be naked, but like a lot of people, he was like,
Were you naked or not?
I had my fly open, and the girl was naked.
Wait, you went from saying you did something like this.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't get naked because I was a little fat. He tried to get me naked.
You had all your clothes on,
Your
but your fly was
flies
undone?
open?
I had the girl was actually literally.
That stinks.
The girl
Does
was
stink.
The girl was blowing me.
What's she doing?
Yeah, she actually he left.
Oh, wait, so your dick is out.
Hang on.
Is your dick out?
Hang on.
I saw you naked. It was in the last tango in Paris.
2 fingers and a stick of butter, co-starring.
I'm a fat stuff.
And why are you
making fat jokes at me because you lost weight, you ass?
Why are you wearing so much cologne to come in to do our show?
I got to go somewhere after this. And why are you picking up on that?
Because
I smelled it as soon as you walked in.
It's taking up the whole studio. It's awful.
I just wanted to smell nice for you guys.
Well,
I haven't been in a while.
sneezing.
You gonna start sneezing?
Yeah, man. That
smelling you.
cologne's
What is
awful.
it? It's good, actually. No,
It's called Versace.
I like that.
It's called Versace.
Actually, I said Versace. You don't like it, Opie?
No.
I like it.
Come on, Opie. Look, smell it.
You ever wear Versace?
Versace.
Gorgeous stuff. It's Versace.
Versace. Then I go to Satch's Fifth Avenue.
Can you finish your dumb story so we can move on?
Jesus Christ, Opie.
Well, we thought you
really
were
know how to make a
naked.
guy feel good, don't
We
you?
thought you were naked, Bob.
Well, I said at the
You
beginning
stopped
that
the
I did.
show because we're thinking Bob Kelly naked. This
But
is a
his
good
dick
story.
could be out.
Is your dick out?
No, not in the
Fuck
photo in
you.
the book.
Welcome to the show, Bob
Non-story.
Kelly.
Non-story.
Hang on. I said I did
Hang
something
on.
like
Give us
this.
something.
Can you replay and say something?
Something like this?
Yes.
That's
Give
not
us
even
something.
close. Oh, we took a picture with a fan. It involved a camera.
I'm in a
we did
book in
something like
Barnes
this.
and Noble, Anthony.
Yeah, but that had nothing to do with nudity.
It's the same type of thing, except with less
It's
famous people.
totally
This is
different.
hot and they're naked.
Yeah.
And your picture is
Yeah.
just you
Yeah.
enclosed with a chick there.
You
She's naked.
painting.
She's naked.
When did you take the picture? How long ago?
5-6 years ago.
It's a Long Island stripper you're with, not Scarlett Johansson.
That's right.
It's pretty hot.
A Long Island airport
between this
stripper.
picture and your picture. All right, listen. So Scarlett
What's the name of the
Johansson is naked on the front page of the New York Post. That's her breast right on the front page of the New
The
York Post.
swell of her breast.
The swell
Yeah.
of her breast. You don't see the nip, but you see the whole side boob.
Hopefully this starts a whole trend with the Post putting in pictures of attractive nude women.
They're going to get fried in the coming days. You watch. And then the local news will do something. Shocking photo.
What
on
kind
the
of
paper today.
headline will the news have? Something like that ties in?
I don't know. Well, they have a headline that ties into the other part of the Post. Front page. It's a three-parter today. You got Brittany's baby shocker. We talked about that earlier. She's driving down the Pacific Coast Highway with her baby in her lap that's only 4 months old. Then you got the naked Scarlett Johansson and Keira Knightley photo.
Yeah, what did Jimmy say the 3 photos were?
Hot, not, and what did you expect?
And then the third photo is the slave video, Dunkin Donuts murder on tape.
Yeah.
They actually got a picture of the gunman pointing.
Video.
It's a video, but it's a still shot of the gunman pointing the gun at the Dunkin Donuts worker that he blew away. Shot her in the back 3 times. She's dead.
Was it a her? It was a guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How could you tell?
It's a guy.
They said the name, I think, in the.
That's what I mean. How can you tell? It was some.
He's like birdie. He's
Sanjoy Carr.
Sanjoy Carr.
That's a good.
I didn't see the face until just now. When I read Sanjoy Carr, I'm like, oh, it's got to be a broad.
When I was playing baseball, there was a pitcher named Sanjoy Mukherjee that everybody was afraid to face when I was a kid.
It's another one of these stories. A guy comes over and, tries to make a life for himself with a work ethic.
Yep.
And ends up being killed by a savage with a
fucking
gun.
animal.
He was loved by everyone in that area. We've heard that story a million times. It sucks.
Why
Guy
can't
shoots
they
him in the
just
back.
Take the fucking register and leave. This animal has to shoot this unarmed guy. He's going to throw a donut at him.
It's ridiculous.
He's got nothing there to defend himself with. He's turned around, and he gets shot in the back by this fucking savage.
And, death penalty, blah, blah,
Oh, there
blah.
won't be no death penalty.
I know,
There won't
but
be.
then there's
a
people
lawyer will
that
come out and
don't
say,
believe in the death
oh, this
penalty.
poor guy, he was just hungry for some donuts because he doesn't have this, but drugs and this. Oh, it's a society and all that. Kill him. Kill him.
The point I want to point out here is the fine headline. Guns a-glazing.
Yeah, that's a little
Some dude lost his
insensitive.
life, and you got a headline, guns a-glazing, because it happened in a Dunkin Donuts.
where they sell glazed donuts, and instead of a-blazing, guns a-blazing, it's guns a-glazing.
Could be worse. They could have called it Boston Creamed.
I actually did a Dunkin Donuts. The
Oh, God.
I
Another story.
No.
Oh, God.
wait, this is a good one, baby. Listen.
All right.
I did, the training videos, and if somebody comes in with a gun to rob you,
Yeah.
I did the training video for Dunkin Donuts.
Who are you, the customer?
Well, I don't know if I came in today for this. Wow. You're really whipping out the fat jokes today.
What the hell? What were you playing?
I don't know if I was that mean to you when you were fat.
He was
What
never
happened?
I
that
apologize.
Just saw your HBO special photo on the internet. That's a bad one.
I know it is.
He looks like
a bad one.
He looks like my aunt.
All right, so what happened?
What
Who'd
did you play in that
Well, I had to come in. I played the robber.
early to make the donuts?
Do you have any jelly donuts? Are yours fresh?
You were the robber?
I was the robber. I came in and I had I didn't have a gun though because it was such low butter. They made me stick my hand in my pocket.
The old 50s gag?
Yeah, yes.
Did you say stick 'em up?
Yeah, no. Well, what happened was I had to come in and go, give me that donut. Give me one of the sprinkles. Give me one of those.
Is there audio of this?
I don't know. There might be on the internet.
Oh, my God. Try to find it.
And I go, give me your money. And I flip out. And I just snap because the guy gave me no direction. And I was in juvie hall. So I just snapped. And the poor lady was actually a worker. And she froze. She started almost crying. They had to stop.
Good one.
Stop the. They were like, okay. She was like shaking.
Excellent.
But I was like, I'll kill. And I said, I'll kill you dead.
It's like the Dunkin' Donut Kobayashi Maru from
I did a
The
couple of
Wrath of
those.
Khan.
I did real stories
Star
of the
Trek
Highway
reference.
Patrol.
Jimmy, you don't know anything about Star Trek.
I don't.
You did real stories of the Highway Patrol?
Yeah, I played another. I almost got killed. on that one. They set us into a live location with guns, but I had like a German World War II gun.
Wait. They don't give you real guns.
They gave me.
Stop it.
Swear to God, dude. They gave me a real. It was like a German World War. What is that gun called?
Luger. I'm sure Anthony knows.
Yeah, I know.
Of course he does.
A Luger.
A Luger. They gave me like a Luger. It was like had a long neck and a short little
Long neck.
And they're so low budget that they just get a convenience store in the area.
Yeah.
And there's the cops there. The cops that actually did the chase are in the thing, so they're there. But they go, listen, we only got a couple minutes to shoot this. This is her. Hey, how you doing? And he's gonna come in, rob the store, blah blah blah.
It's probably really people that want just citizens to rob places.
Yeah.
And they go, yeah, we're doing a film. The cameras are hidden. Just take this gun, go in there, and ask for the money. Well, make you a star, idiot.
I came in with the gun, and I just started flipping out. Give me the money. And the kid I'm with we're just flipping out with guns in this lady's face. And she didn't realize how scary it would be if that really happened. And we're snapping. There was an off-duty officer in the convenience store buying milk. They didn't shut it down. They're supposed to shut it down. They let people come in.
Oh, that is so stupid.
So the guy actually went for his gun. They yelled, cut for something, and he went up and cursed everybody out.
Wait. Did he notice that there were cameras in the place?
Dude, they're the little small cameras? They literally were hidden in the back They just went in, followed me in, went in the back, and we just started going nuts. And this guy was over to the left around the corner where the milk was, and he came up to the guy. He goes, look, I almost shot that guy. And he pointed at me. He goes, you motherfucker. You know, he started, I could swear him on the radio. Yeah. Sorry, I'm not on terrestrial. I can.
Isn't it great?
Do you know there are rumors on the internet, not the internet, with our pests and everything, and on message boards, that you are a compulsive liar, and this is not helping your cause?
I don't care. I swear to God, dude.
Yeah, people say that he's too over the top. Like they doubt his story of fucking a sink. It's like, come on.
Fuck the sink. What are you going to do?
That one's easy. Who would deny
makes that up?
I know. Who makes that up?
I think he's just very honest.
I think he tells
Dude, I got. Let me tell you something. I'm not as funny. I'm not that funny.
You're very funny.
I'm
Bob.
funny. I'm funny, but I'm not as fast and witty as Norton's very fast. Patrice is
You're
very
a
witty.
storyteller.
The only thing I have is my shitty life.
Your sick
That's
life.
all I have, dude.
Yeah.
I really. And I'm fucked up. I'm a very fucked up person.
And your stand-up
And
is
I'm
terrific.
lonely.
Curry wants to make. Curry wants to do an impression of Bob Kelly. Curry from Vegas.
I stopped the show, man. Dude, I stopped the show. I got nothing, man.
That's not a very accurate impersonation, sir.
That was very hurtful.
That was mean-spirited.
Can I just say one thing? Last week, I was in the middle of Pennsylvania, and this show actually saved my life.
Oh.
The last couple weeks have been the funniest
Like Mohr.
thing I've ever heard in my life. I was in the middle of nowhere out in Pittsburgh, waking up every morning at 6 to listen to the show, just so I'd feel okay. And there's
What, were you
two
ready
things
to
that
kill
made me
yourself?
laugh. I'm a fucking black ninja. Made me. I almost made me fall out of my fucking chair. And stupid Norton calling in with the guy with the book on acronyms. I almost got into a car accident because I started laughing so bad I put my head in my lap while I was driving.
That's a feat of modern physics. Sorry, Bob.
We're your friend when you're very lonely on the road, I guess. Is that what you're trying to say?
It was an Asian boy named Mai.
Look at Derek. You like that one. All right, listen.
So wait, what were you laughing at?
Well, you know what? You missed out.
No.
No, Jim, it was for you, but now I don't. Now you don't.
I
get
want
it.
my compliment.
Jesus Christ.
Think of how I feel.
I got a compliment.
I'm sitting here getting nothing from
I
him.
got my compliment.
Opie got a compliment. Jimmy got a compliment. I got
Can I
nothing.
just say something? I'm a fucking black ninja. Really, really made me laugh. 'cause
All
it came
right,
out
we
of
heard
nowhere.
it.
But I didn't.
I'm a
get it.
fucking black
I
ninja.
want a compliment.
Yeah, we need to
And the
make
rage
promos
behind
out
it
of
was
that.
actually real. Like you were really a black ninja.
You think?
Guys,
talking to you.
I want my compliment.
All right, here we go.
Get nothing.
We got a big surprise. We're actually going to try to do something today.
All right.
No.
The audio we talked about?
Dateline Internet Predators Episode 3.
Thank God. This show is a hit series. I think they should continue with it.
We're praying
Spin it off.
We're praying they have 10 in the can.
Please.
Because the Predators are going to finally be on to Dateline.
Oh, I thought you meant 10, like 10 in the can.
Intense can.
Fits the...
Intense can. I was trying to go somewhere and it just failed horribly.
Ask for directions next time. You're lost.
Go ahead.
Oh,
Better another fat joke.
try to drive out of it. Oh, no.
I tried to turn into the spin. Instead, it was a school bus.
Internet Predators Episode 3.
I love this. Dateline. They did this thing. They hooked up with, what's that website?
Perverted Justice. Perverted/Justice.
Perverted Justice, yes. And what Perverted Justice does is they take their decoys and get on these chat rooms in AOL and other places, I guess, and pose as underage children and try to get these older gentlemen to hook up with them. And then they pick a place to meet, and Dateline is there with their cameras. And they interview these people.
And it took 3 episodes for them to get smart. They used to let the guys go, and they would just run down the street.
It was just the news show at first,
Yeah.
where they would interview the people, and the people would leave. But this last time, they decided to involve the police department.
They finally realized maybe we should be arresting these
fucking
Way to
freaks.
go. Way to go.
And it is some entertaining television because it is in the spirit of one of the greatest hit shows ever, Candid Camera. Remember, everyone loved Candid Camera. Alan Funt, he'd put a little microphone in a book and put on a fake beard and go out and do something wacky with a phone booth or an elevator.
Let me ask you a question, though. Is it the same guy, the same reporter? Is it Mike Tavey, or his name is? The guy with the worst... Oh, different guy, okay.
Yeah. Same guy's the last one, though.
Oh, did it with that awful voice?
Oh, yeah, he's got a horrible voice. And Candid Camera was always so good because you'd laugh along, but then the big reveal. That was the fun part. Do you know who I am? I'm Alan Funt, and you're on Candid Camera. Oh, where's the camera, Alan?
Yeah, they all look around for it.
Well, they do that in this show. They talk with the host, the smarmy host there, talks to the guy, makes him sit down, kind of comes off like a cop. I think that's why they're so cooperative at first. They walk into the house, and the reporter's like, could you take a seat over there? He kind of orders them to sit. Yeah, a lot of authority there. And the guy listens, sits down, and then the second they realize he's not a cop, they decide to get up and leave. And then the real cops are outside. But what they fess up to, they're so stupid. No one's confessing that they're actually there to have sex with children. They try their best. Yeah, came to teach them a lesson, came to help. Well, we got some clips.
Some?
How many?
38.
Just once I want to hear a guy say,
gold.
"What are you doing here? Did you see the body on that kid?"
Come on. Here's the picture. And they were like, our decoy sent a picture of one of our Dateline staffers as a 12-year-old. And the cutest little thing with little braces on, like a puggle with braces. Little Santa hat on.
You're kidding, right?
You can't send cute kids like that over the internet. Send an ugly kid and see how many people show up.
Yeah, exactly.
That's something I think Dateline should do. Send pictures of ugly kids and see how many people. They'd be sitting there going...
And you know he's a real pedophile.
Anybody there? Yeah.
Fat kid.
Fat kid.
Actually, I say send the Dove kids from the Super Bowl commercial because they have low self-esteem.
Low self-esteem. This will perk them up. Look who came to see you.
The braces I could live without, but the Santa hat, I couldn't help my Santa hat.
All right, well.
It was so cute, it tipped to the left.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's begin.
All right.
Internet Predators, Episode 3.
This man is 37-year-old Kurt Lemke, a truck driver. Online, he calls himself a Halo Ball fan, and he thinks he's here to meet this 13-year-old boy named Dave. It's really a decoy photo. During his chat, he makes plans to give the boy oral sex.
Relax.
Just hanging out.
Hanging out.
Who are you?
Who are you here to meet?
I don't know.
Why did you come here?
I think I was...
you were what?
Misled.
Misled. Misled into what?
I'm not sure. Who are you?
I have the log of your conversation with somebody who identified themselves as a 13-year-old boy named David.
Okay.
Does that sound familiar to you?
Possibly.
And that's about all he'll say. So I tell him
Chris Hansen
who I
with Dateline
am.
NBC, and we're doing a story on adults
Oh, hell no.
trying to meet children on the internet.
Cue Benny Hill
He doesn't
music.
want to hear any more. And he takes off. Unlike our previous hidden camera operations, where after leaving the house, some men were able to make a run for it,
Turn around. Put your hands behind your back.
this time things will be different.
How you doing? Wait, whoa. Come here. Sir?
Sir?
This time, law enforcement will be waiting.
This
is
guy's
so
voice
bad.
is so distracting.
He is so completely annoying with the promise of oral sex.
What a...
I love the excuses. What are you doing here? I don't know. Who are you here to see? Not sure.
These guys have no improv skills.
Nothing. They walked in the back door, talked to, because the decoy says either in the boy or the girl voice. That girl is great with she either has a young girl voice or the boy voice. The young girl voice says, "I'm brushing my teeth. I'll be out in a minute." And they're like, "Okay." And the young boy voice is something about skateboarding. Always about skateboarding. "Hey, I like skateboarding," with that stupid, crackly little kid voice. And the guys just stand there and wait. And they are so frothed up. They are so, like, the drive over is just pulling at their cock and they think they're getting what they want. It's not even like you're in a bad situation, like you're at the gas station at the self-serve pump. If you were at the self-serve gas station and you're pumping gas and all of a sudden the cops arrested you, that'd suck ass, even though you're doing nothing.
Right.
But if you think you're having sex with a 13-year-old boy and like you're so into that, and then you get arrested, it makes the arrest that much worse. Because not only are you arrested, you ain't having that sex.
It's like getting caught cheating, except really worse. Cheating on your girlfriend, except it's a 13-year-old boy.
I was like looking at the guys walking in there going, thank God for this guy. Because like the guy that was a teacher or one of the clergy or something like that. It's like, thank God it was a 13-year-old girl that this guy thought he was seeing. And he could at least maybe go to a friend, hey, come on, you've seen some 13-year-old girl. What is the guy? I'm a construction worker, and I'm here to see the 12-year-old boy.
Yeah, if you're seeing a girl, you could maybe save one friend.
Right. One friend will still play cards with you.
One friend will go, you know what? Hey, I understand.
You know what we can take from this, though? Here's the important life lesson. If you're going to meet a 13-year-old and they yell something from the other room, turn around and leave.
Leave.
Don't believe they're getting a Diet Coke.
The Dateline guy.
I spilled Diet Coke all over my sweater. Did you, clumsy? Well, I'm going home.
Come on in. I think I got his card here somewhere. Could you go to the van in front and help me load the couch in? Where'd you?
Diet Coke.
You look kind of handicapped there.
Thank you.
Here is track 2.
The cuffs will go on these potential predators because perverted justice has already turned over important evidence to detectives. Chat logs filled with sexually graphic material, men planning sex acts with a 12 or 13-year-old. Sending those messages alone may only be a misdemeanor in California. But if the men show up at the house, there's no mistaking their intent to have sex with someone under the age of 14. And that's a felony.
I'm starting to think this is an epidemic.
I'm starting to think I'm moving to California.
Yeah.
You could at least chat.
I know.
Just get a traffic ticket for that, do you?
Exactly.
Slap on the wrist.
Exactly. How many points before you go to jail? Well, you talked about eating his ass. That's a 3-point violation. I only wanted to jerk off. You have to fucking plead down to jerking off together. All right, look, I'll give you a jerk off on the seesaw, but I'm not going any lower than that. Dun, dun.
All right, here we go.
Oh, yeah, the People's Court.
Yeah, no, the Law and Order said dun dun.
When he announces who he is, that cues the camera crews also to come out of hiding. And they put, like, it's a 3-camera shoot, 3 standing cameras. There are another 15 hidden cameras all over the place, but that cues the stand-up camera guys with the big cameras to come out, and that's why you usually hear the guys, the predators, going like, oh no, because then the reality is like, holy shit, I'm staring right into a Dateline camera.
Yeah, no, it would be really funny. They should bring out their wives at that point.
We also have your wife and children here with us.
Wow.
That's the next step, dude. That's the next step.
That's the next
If
one.
they treated Dateline like the O&H show, that would be the next step.
Yeah.
Wife and kids in the back room.
Worst feeling. When I got caught cheating, when I went to open that door at 5 in the morning, and I knew I was caught, and there might be that slim chance I might not be, and it was locked, and I was like, that feeling, my heart sunk, and then I saw her get off the elevator with that face.
You know what,
dude? I was I couldn't imagine what he thinks.
Don't come back.
You know what bit we used to do? I don't know if I have an example here, but when we were working in Boston, they used to like print all the names of the guys that got caught.
Yeah, this was really mean
with
of
the
us.
Johns?
The Johns.
Yeah,
they got caught trying to pick up prostitutes.
Yeah.
We were we are such dicks that we would just spend the whole afternoon calling these people. We actually got a wife and son on the line.
Called the wife. I was like, hey, did you happen to see the paper this morning?
Are assholes.
Did you see your husband's name in there? No.
Like the whole day he's sweating it out, hoping she didn't read the paper that day, you know?
I was like, is his name Thomas J. Smith?
Or whatever.
He's 40 years old.
And then she started getting uncomfortable and laughing, uncomfortable.
And she's like, stop, who is this? Because the info is like right on the money. Your address starts with the number 14. Who is this? Well, he was busted for picking up a prostitute last night. Where was he last night? Who is calling? Why are you calling?
Oh, God.
Yeah, that was really mean.
Fucking out of line.
That was really mean.
Who thought of that one?
It's real uncomfortable.
Can we please get some of these guys on the phone? I imagine they won't want to come on a radio show.
That was awful.
Talk about their molesting ways.
All right. Let's move on to Kinky
This guy's voice is bugging me more than these pedophiles.
Yeah. Kinky man.
Wait till he starts reading the transcript.
The viewer I want to talk to her.
Did you send this picture of your penis?
He says that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, great.
Casey Kasem.
By the way,
coming in at number 5.
We got to point this out. You can't do this on regular radio, what we're doing right now.
No.
Suck that cock.
Unless, of course, you're working for Q1043, Parental, then you certainly can.
Not on the air, but you can do it.
All right, here we go.
Oh, Mark Parent.
Band full of PlayStations.
He loved Dane, too, by the way.
Of course you did.
He really did.
Whenever Dane does the dinosaurs with his jeans tighten up around his buttocks.
Hey.
We meet Kinky man.
Kinky man.
This decoy, screen named Bubble Beth 2005, has a picture in her profile.
Bubble Beth?
Bubble Beth.
Or Bubble Beth.
Oh, she's the decoy. I thought that was the guy's name. Okay.
No, that was the decoy. She was the cute one with the braces and the Santa hat.
Is it Bubble Beth or Bubble Bath?
I think it was Bubble Beth.
How do you resist that?
Beth.
Okay.
This decoy, screen named Bubble Beth 2005, has a picture in her profile of a Dateline staffer taken when she was 12. There's no mistaking this is a child. Here's a man who's seen her picture and her age, but wastes no time before talking dirty. He's Kinky Man in Corona. He says he's 40 and shows Bubble Beth a picture of a penis on his profile. And as you'll hear when we read to you some of the chat log, he's making plans for sex with a girl whose profile says she's 12.
Yes, I do want to come over. Why? Would love to get you naked.
For reals? I've never done that before.
Well, would do more than that.
Like what?
Well, I would get naked too, and we would have sex.
His chat, along with all the other chats sent to our decoys, gets too graphic and disgusting to show on TV. Usually, the men like to get very specific about what they want to do sexually.
Wow. Wow, way to leave a cliffhanger. What do you want to do to her?
No kidding.
What do they get? A couple of Dateline interns? Read this.
Yeah.
I want to have sex with you.
For reals?
For reals? Yeah, and it was all spelt out like
and
chat speak.
And the guy that was reading the guy's part laughed. So was that because
it was an LOL? Yeah, every LOL he goes, huh. It wasn't like
fall on the ground laughing.
Yeah, what if it was ROFL, right?
Yeah, it was laugh out loud. It wasn't harumph.
It was lackluster. Laugh out loud. Triple LOL.
That's how I would do it.
Well,
ROLF.
Kinky man.
ROLAIDS. What is it? ROFLL. Roll on floor laughing ass off.
RAOF?
Oh, who the hell knows? I hate those. I never use them.
Cares? Kinky man shows up.
And here he is, Kinky Man in Corona, walking up our driveway, looking to meet Bubble Beth face to face.
Uh-oh.
Let me finish brushing my teeth so fast, I'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
We did background research on him and learned he's really 43-year-old Walter Edward Bapst, a married man with children.
Pretty good. I'm under arrest. Go ahead, have a seat.
Remember, he has no idea he's being recorded by our hidden cameras.
What are you doing here? Getting my ass kicked. Getting your ass kicked? Yeah. I knew it. I knew it was a setup. No, I need you to sit down, please. I need you to just arrest me and take me to jail and execute me. I need to talk to you first. Because you know what? I didn't bring anything. I didn't want to do anything. Well, why did you come? Help me to understand. Because I'm a sick son of a bitch. I've never done it before. I talk about it online all the time. I've never done anything with anybody except my wife. Oh. Ever.
Wait a minute. More audio from the reporter.
You folks fell on your face. You get an F- in my book.
Wait a minute. How come they don't have to sign releases for this stuff to be shown?
Sue me.
They're coming into somebody's house?
Yeah, they're coming into someone's house.
Yeah, they figured it out, man.
It's a good one.
But wait. So they're coming. This is all taking place in the girl's house. Whose house is this?
I don't know.
It's a phony house.
But when I did the thing on 2020, they had to sign off. People had to sign off on
the street. But this guy is going into this pervert is going where? to meet this little girl.
Into a house that's been set up with closed-circuit TVs.
So whose house does he think it is? Her house?
He thinks it's her house.
Yeah. And the parents are out.
And the parents aren't there.
That's ballsy, man. That's ballsy.
And they tell him go around to the back sliding glass door. And,
wow.
Yeah.
I thought that was illegal to do. I mean, I'm sure it's not. I'm glad they're doing it. But how come, like, if you film a chick coming into your place and giving you a Hummer, that's completely against the law. You can't do that without her knowledge.
I guess you have to at some point inform them that it has been happening. Maybe that's the ruling.
She screams. And
I don't think a guy like this though. He just got caught wanting to bang a 13-year-old. He doesn't. They say
I'm getting my lawyer on this one.
No, you're not going to show this.
Sure, they
buddy
would.
boy.
You're not showing this on TV.
But I
You'll
think
get a lawyer.
all he has to say is we're going to show this. He says yes.
Absolutely not.
They don't sign. I'm sure there's no release involved.
When we did that Tourgasm thing, we had a lot of people. We just said, "Is this cool to play?"
Tourgasm, Bob. That's different than when you were married and you're going to try to fuck an 8-year-old.
Right, you idiot.
Dude, I just want to let you know that
stop trying to relate.
It's going to be on TV coming up soon.
It's probably just like it's something under the news. The guys of the news being out there with the camera and.
Well, let's listen to more Kinky Man.
If these pedophiles want this forwarded to their AFTRA so they can get their
more Kinky Man.
What are you doing here on a Saturday morning, coming into a house where you believe a 12 or 13-year-old kid is home alone with no parents here?
Checkers?
Do you have kids?
Yeah, I do.
Well, how would you feel if some guy in this 40s walked into your house trying to hook up with your kids?
I feel pissed.
And you'll never guess what this man does for a living.
We guess?
I'm in education.
I did.
You're in education.
Yeah.
A teacher.
Said that. I said teacher.
What grade do you teach?
High school.
High school.
Yes.
He was all defensive about
high
that,
school.
Too. What grade do you teach? He goes, hey, high school. I don't teach no kids that I'm attracted to. I don't teach that elementary school.
Obviously a little too old for him, the kids he's teaching.
But they showed some of his students. Do you have that?
Unbelievable.
Yeah, here we go. Kinky Man goes back to work. How did that happen?
Well, in between the time that it was taped and it aired, he went to work. Once they found out, though, cheapo.
That must kill him being a teacher, having to go to school every day. That'd be like Norton having to do comedy in the meatpacking district every night.
I don't appreciate the implication.
Well, they did interview a couple of his students.
Yeah, let's listen to this.
Uh-oh.
Bob, that was very hurtful, by the way.
It really was.
We don't do hurtful stuff.
That's not the spirit of this program.
Bob. You're right.
Yeah, I mean,
You're absolutely right.
He was arrested and did go to jail. But guess what he did once he was bailed out?
He would just sit at his desk and put his head down.
Amazingly, he was in the classroom. The school hadn't yet heard about the teacher's arrest, so 2 days after he came looking for sex with a minor, Walter Edward Babst was back teaching at his high school. It was 6 days after the teacher's arrest, once the cops and Babst's lawyer contacted the school, that Babst was suspended without pay.
In a way, I'm kind of relieved that he's gone. I'm really happy that they actually caught him.
Some students were surprised at the news of his arrest.
Everyone's reaction is just kind of shocked.
But others hinted that the teacher had a history.
He has looked at my butt or looked down our shirts.
We heard that from other students as well. Dateline checked with the school, and it had no complaints against the teacher.
Every teacher has, you naive, stupid ass. He stinks, and I don't like him.
Wow. Another student sounds a little old for high school, junior high.
That was one of the teachers, too. Teaching sex ed.
Jay Mohr.
Hey, guys.
Hi, Petunia.
What's up, Jay?
Oh, hi, Randy. What's going on? You know, I like the clips of the students going, it stinks because now there's no one to finger me.
Jesus.
That girl, by the way, was a high school girl, and she was hot. What teacher? I remember teachers just scoping out girls in high school all the time, looking at their ass, talking about their tits.
If I was a teacher, I would just every time I went to the teacher's lounge, I would stop off in the bathroom and make stomach pancakes. I wouldn't be able to help myself. All those young girls that taste like pee.
Their nervous schoolgirl sweat staining their underpants.
Hey, Jay.
Bobby Kelly.
What's up, JJ?
Hi, Barbie.
Congratulations, Dollface.
Yeah,
look
let's
at
get
Mr.
into
Super
this.
Bowl
Come on.
commercial.
I'm being engaged.
Super Bowl commercials and now engaged to Nikki Cox.
Well, I don't have a ring and I haven't asked her, but thank you.
Well, it's all over the place.
I know, it's crazy. We never left our hotel in Detroit, and we woke up one day and everyone's calling us to say congratulations. We never said a thing to anybody.
So you're not engaged?
Well, we picked out where, and we paid for the bungalows, and we know the date, but I haven't got... You can't ask her without the hardware. You got to get the ring to ask her.
Yeah.
You know...
I've been checking out Whackbag. Everyone's saying, I bet Anthony's got something to say.
I was going to say, you're going against what Anthony's theory is.
Yeah, but Anthony's theory doesn't take into account someone making $1 million more a year than you.
You got some of that Super Bowl money, though.
That's all right. We're going to have a prenup. You got what you got, I get what I get, and the house we split down the middle with a fucking chainsaw.
That's fair. What do you think, Anthony? What do you think? Is Jay crazy?
Well, you do have to take into consideration the Nikki Cox factor. It's fucking Nikki Cox.
Dude, I would fucking give her all of my assets up front and say, look, when we break up, you can take this shit with you.
As any lawyer would say, there is equity in her just being her.
She's not working the candle kiosk at Short Hills Mall.
What about me helping you with your career? Shut up, you dumb cunt. You sell more candles.
I did that one already.
Now, you know,
I like it.
I think when you look at just whatever, if problems do arise and you get a divorce, that's a pain in the ass no matter who it is. But, getting married again, I will never do it. I would never do it.
Against this?
It's not financially viable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand Anthony's position. I also told myself I wouldn't date a white girl ever again. What? Jackson, can't you see him on the radio with my friends?
How old?
I'm joking.
How old's the toddler these days?
He's 3. You want to say hi?
3?
No, he knows better. You're an animal.
God, he's 3 already? Holy crap.
Where'd that 3 years
What
go?
happened?
Jesus Christ.
He don't want to talk to you.
Did he see Daddy in the Super Bowl commercial?
No, but my dog did and started crying. It's true. My dog went bananas. I had a house sitter, and the dog started looking at the TV crying. What do you need, buddy?
He missed his papa.
You need a cookie. How about some toast?
Kids and their cookies.
You're not getting a cookie.
See, that's why I'd be the lousiest parent. I would just throw them whatever they want to shut them up. I would give a kid, here's a box of cookies and razor blades, kid, knock yourself out. I couldn't be a responsible parent.
Sure you could.
Never.
There's only one way to find out, Ant. Come on,
Nope.
knock her up.
What? Kidnapping? It's the only way I'd have a possession of a child is if I steal one.
Hey,
or Jimmy sneaks home with you.
Hey, one of our guys wrote a line for you, and I was going to read it, but I'd rather have the guy that wrote the line say it to Jay Mohr.
Huh.
Excellent.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Than. Who wrote this?
I don't know.
E-Rock?
Was it E-Rock? Who wrote that?
Uh-oh.
Because I can't say that to Jay Mohr. It's hacky.
Where is it? Let me see.
It's hacky.
I'll be able to
Hey, I listened to your basement tapes just today. Give it a shot.
All right, who wrote it? Someone's got to take responsibility for
Did
that.
you write it, Bob?
Let me see. I'll read it.
E-Rock, you wrote this?
E-Rock. All right, let E-Rock deliver it.
All right, E-Rock is going to deliver his fine line to Jay Mohr.
Can I ask a question first?
Yeah.
I listened to the basement tapes yesterday of you guys. When exactly did Anthony's brother get thrown under the bus?
For what?
He was doing most of the talking.
Anthony was doing most of the talking,
right?
No, Anthony said it was his brother.
Yeah.
Right, for the tapes, the old first show we ever did together. Yeah, that wasn't me.
And at what point did Anthony go, you know what, you do construction, I'll be famous?
Hey, I put him on the payroll. Believe me, Joe doesn't have to work another day in his life.
Really?
Good man.
All right, listen, we're going to get back to the...
Just getting 10%? He doesn't have to work anymore?
We're going to get back to the tapes of our first show, but first, E-Rock in studio.
All right, here it is.
He wrote a great line for Jay Mohr, and he wanted one of us to deliver it. But,
yeah, he slipped it in front of us because as a writer for the Opie and Anthony show, he just writes and then slips it in front of one of the air personalities.
Yeah.
But this is so good that we think E-Rock should just read it himself.
Go ahead, baby.
Reading the article, I said his wife, her name will be Mohr Cox. I bring nothing to the table. 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 I bring nothing to the table.
Mama! Shut up, shut up, shut up!
Well,
Jesus Christ, what the hell is wrong with you? Please, just shut up!
Well, Jay, what did you think?
I gotta go.
But I like when you say if you got married, your name would be. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's good.
Next, you should work on that whole I'm half Italian and Irish thing, which means I'm a blank and a blank.
Right. I like the Puerto Rican, Italian. I cook spaghetti in a stolen hubcap. All those are so great.
What's Nathaniel's nationality?
Fan?
Oh, who was that? Who just did that?
No, that was E-Rock.
E-Rock?
But if he married Bob Kelly, he'd be Kelly Rock.
That's funny.
More Cox.
What's E-Rock's lineage?
He's hiding.
I don't know.
Lineage.
He ran out of the studio, Jay.
Exactly.
Ask him what his nationality is.
I think it's German.
If he moved like on the Mediterranean, he'd be E-Rock of Gibraltar. See, because then he could live in Gibraltar. And
if he worked in insurance, he'd be E.F. Hutton Rock.
I bring nothing to the table. I bring nothing to the table.
You gave it a car
dick.
Well.
That's awful. You tried Jimmy on a fake joke. I was going to say he's E-Rock, which means his mother's a cunt.
Hey,
why don't you hyphenate my last name before her own last name, stupid?
Yeah, really. Jay,
yes, sir.
We're very disappointed in you.
What?
Chris Penn dies, you don't call our show and give us a little love?
I don't get up that early.
What about the next day? What about Chris Penn from the grave? Something. Chris Penn from hell.
All I know is I'm dead and Daddy's mad. It looks like Sam's got Carl up here in heaven. You just trying to tell me that these aren't my wings and I didn't earn them? Why don't you go back to your own fucking cloud and talk to somebody else? There's Jimi Hendrix standing right over there.
That's fucking amazing. That's amazing.
Shit. Bob Kelly, were you on something called Torgasm? Or?
Yeah, dude, it's coming out TV in the next few months.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who picked it up?
This thing's taking longer than fucking Lord of the Rings. Come on.
What do you want to do?
Who picked it up?
I'm on
it's a
MySpace,
video.
bitches.
I think it's being announced
everyone
today.
Email me on MySpace. I'm 999 friends. Anthony, you're on my top 8.
Ooh. All right, Jay Mohr. After Black History Month, you will go on my top 8. I only have Negroes on my top 8.
Me too.
Black History
Negroes
Month.
are whites hiding with their little photos of Negroes.
I know,
but they're not genuine spooks.
Does it really? Jesus. Does it really matter? Like, I want to have the Dunkin Donuts shooter on my top 8.
Ooh.
I actually would like to.
Hey, Jay.
Yes, sir.
Did you meet Puff, the daddy man? Puff Daddy? What's he call himself?
Diddy.
He's got a huge ass.
Did you meet him?
Like a comical, like in living color doing Arsenio in a suit pants ass.
Really?
Yeah, like really funny.
That is something I've never heard. I thought I've heard everything about P. Diddy.
Like a really tall, big, like I think Keenan Ivory Wayans did Arsenio, and they had that big fake ass on him.
Yeah.
Like that.
Like that? Because a lot of people at my party said that it looked like maybe you never even saw P. Diddy at the end of that table, that you were shot separately.
Oh.
No, I had that. I had actually a leaf put into the table to keep us further apart.
How was Jackie Chan?
He's got the thickest head of hair I've ever seen in my life. If you shaved his head, you'd have to start over at the beginning the minute you were done. He's got like this giant, awful Chinese Chinaman scalp head. Big action movie for you. I want to work with you, client. A big action movie. Why is Rumble in the Bronx? Why are we on the beach?
Oh, I got a funny joke.
It's Rumble. What is it?
Wait, if Eric married Jackie Chan, he'd be Jackie Chan Rock.
Grr.
You know, if Steve married Nikki Cox, it'd be Nikki and that faggot.
No.
Grr.
Wow. I must say for Steve, and the Foundry Music website is the best porn selection I've ever had at one time.
Yes.
A lot of porn.
All
the
porn
smut
you could shake your dick at is how I put it.
My favorite so far is Mother-Daughter Fuck.
Oh, that sounds
that
romantic.
Was good. And the Max Hardcore ones, Jimmy.
I love Max.
Yeah, Piss on Porn Stars. You get to see Brianna Banks just taking a shower of piss before she thought who she was.
Max is so far gone now. He just like holds their mouth open with some kind of equipment and urinates in their mouth and goes yeah in his fucking little brown shoes and his hat.
He's got to outdo himself.
He's the greatest.
There's a clip of one girl going, "Did you fucking piss on me?" He's just crying. He goes, "Honey, I showed you the pictures," and then the next shot is her just taking a load in their face.
He's such an angry guy.
Yeah, Steve C has a nice interview with him on Foundry. I figured I'd hit up FoundryMusic.com while I'm here.
Where are you?
I'm being a negligent parent right now. My son's out on the balcony swinging.
All right, well,
Jay, fucking Norton. Jesus Christ.
What happened?
What do you think happened?
What's wrong?
Jimmy fart?
No.
He picked it up and threw it in my face.
I gave Bob a cup. I gave Bob cup of fart.
Does it smell like transvestite cum?
No, I would never take it in the rectum.
Why not? Where else are you gonna put it?
I gotta drive home, leak it in my underpants. Come on, Bob. Why don't you be a man?
All right.
Hey, I just called to say hello to you guys.
Oh, God damn it. You got it, right? Good. See, good. You were laughing at me.
Or something. In heaven.
Holy shit, that's fucking...
Jesus, Jay, we're very distracted because the smell is wafting over here.
You're happy my cologne's on now, huh?
He could have said my daddy's name and walked, but he didn't.
Oh, my God, where's the Lysol? Why is it in here?
I can't function. Like a man.
I'm sorry. Oh, God. I just got
You're
nervous.
going to tell me Jim Norton's going to fart out of the fucking Bob Kelly's face? Why didn't you tell me what happened on Torgasm?
It's got to be the best impression ever.
Oh, it's amazing. Jay Mohr, everyone. Thanks,
Bye,
Jay.
sweetie.
God bless you, boys. If I ever wake up at 5 a.m., I'll call you again.
All right, very
See you,
good.
bud.
I wanted to say, but this is Keitel, and I'm saying goodbye.
Congratulations, Jay.
Bye, Angel.
There he goes. All right.
I didn't mean to fart. I just fucking got nervous, man. I get nervous sometimes. Ugh, I get scared.
Yeah.
The worst.
Steve just made this, by the way.
Coming soon to the Opie and Anthony radio program.
Oh, gee, I'm so scared.
More girls. More money.
Here's the money. Suck my cock.
More snatch. Money Snatch 2. Coming soon.
I'm scared.
Yeah, Money Snatch 2. Coming soon to the Opie and Anthony program. Details on the way.
I've never seen him work harder than when you wanted a fucking promo with screaming women in it.
Yeah, he got very excited.
Yeah. But the cartoon thing, he ran through the door. His impression was in the door. I have to explain that as it was bombing.
Well, we got a lot more clips from Dateline Internet Predators episode 3.
Oh, yeah, it was great.
We have another, oh, wow, we've just begun. We have like 30 clips left. So we'll get into that tomorrow. Bob Kelly, anything?
Tampa Improv, all 9th to the 12th this week.
Nice.
Yeah.
Maybe do Cowhead when you're down there.
Cowhead. Oh, yeah, I heard that guy call in today.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do him.
He's cool.
He's all right.
He's a good boy.
All right.
What are we going to go to the phones, Ope?
I'll put a mousetrap on my balls.
Ooh.
Down there.
Let's go to the phones.
All right. Andy in Pennsylvania. Andy.
Hey, I got the answer to why it's it's not entrapment
Why?
for you guys. They said earlier in the show if they put the stuff on the computer, and because they printed stuff out on the computer, that was justifiable cause.
Do you mean to have the cameras there? No, not about entrapment, sir. I'm saying about the, how can they get the cameras in show without a release?
Oh, that I'm not sure.
I know you're not. You're not a legal. Stop answering questions I didn't ask. Why? You can't shoot someone because it kills them.
Joita.
Stupid.
South Dakota. Joita.
Asshole.
Jesus.
Joita.
Wanted to comment on you guys' little thing about the pervert.
Slow down, would you?
15-year-old.
Yeah.
Anyway, they'll be coming out with some bullshit like teachers gone wild, bareback in the gym or
Oh, do I hope you die. Oh, you fucking...
We have to end our show with this awful song.
You mushmouth
Bob Kelly,
turtle.
thank you.